is very good, no matter how much. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Watch selves and congregation against abuses and eventual spiritual sleeps. Presiding the collation at the Austin Cathedral Nature, Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Nike, the Right Reverend Christian Onya, expressed disgust the way some Anglican priests practice other doctrines that is alien to Anglicanism. He enjoined them to uphold the Anglican traditions and standard, urging them to stop copying outside in order to make God angry. In a sermon tagged 3 persons to watch, the bishop charged the priests to always conduct themselves in very respectful manner, saying if you are able to conquer yourself and pride, you have conquered all, adding that until you abuse yourself, no man can abuse any pastor. The Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of the Western Coordinating Bishop of Conam, the Right Reverend Dr. Felix Orji, has reiterated that there is a cost in following Jesus, which entails self-denial. This, according to him, is not by rejecting oneself, but denying attitudes and things which are contradicting to the principles of God. Stressing that the Christian life is not all about justification by faith alone, Bishop Orji calls on Christians to use the season of Lent to submit to spiritual discipline, adding that the power for self-denial, holy living, and carrying of one's cross does not come from the Christian, but from the Holy Spirit. He calls on the need for total submission and consecration during this period. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Most Reverend Dr. Stephen Samuel Kazimba, has called upon Christians in the Diocese of Muhabura to unite and reconcile for the betterment of the diocese and the nation. Archbishop Kazimba made this known in the diocese during his maiden official pastoral visit in a service held at St. Andrew's Cathedral, Sesame. He informed Christians that he had forgiven people from the diocese who took him and the church to court, calling for special prayers for the process of transition and peaceful retirement. Archbishop Kazimba said, and I quote, "We must learn to forgive one another, reconcile and live in harmony for the betterment of the diocese, seeking prayers for peaceful transition, accepting not to go back to ancient wrangles that won't take them anywhere." End of quote. And now churches and countries neighboring Ukraine have opened their doors to shelter and aid refugees as the United Nations Refugee Agency estimated Thursday that 1 million people have fled the Eastern European nation since the beginning of Russia's invasion. Many of the displaced have fled to neighboring countries such as Poland, Moldova, Slovakia and Hungary, while many more remain in Ukraine. Churches in neighboring countries are among community centers and camps sheltering refugees who have fled from the violence, with some saying hundreds of Ukrainians coming in recent days. Pews are in the pulpit and beds fill the sanctuary, the balcony and every available space. Church members have also traveled to the border to help refugees as they cross the border. U.S.-based Christian disaster relief organizations such as World Help and Samaritan's Purse, as well as American churches, have also sprung into action to help those displaced by the war. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, has advised Nigerians to use competence as the yardstick as they go to the polls to choose a new president for the nation in 2023, calling on Nigerians to avoid the temptation of falling into a divisive political campaign ahead of next year's general elections in the country. The president of CBCN, Archbishop Augustine Akubeze, made the remarks during the opening of the organization's first plenary in 2022, held in Abuja, as he said Nigerians cannot run away from the fact that very often people get the kind of government they deserve, lamenting that the number of Nigerians who vote was very few. He explained that for those who do not vote, they have already voted by allowing a few to determine the future of the majority. Akubeze called on all Nigerians to get their permanent voters card and get ready to vote according to their personal conviction of who is capable of leading Nigeria to a better life. Also, Archbishop Ignatius Kagama of Catholic Diocese of Abuja lamented that Nigerian leaders were not ready to die for their masses. He observed that Nigerians are yet to find leaders who are prepared to die for their nation, as in the case of the late president of Chad, Idris Deby, who died leading his people in battle, or recently, like the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, who is courageously leading his people the territorial integrity of his nation by invading hostile power. And so that's the news update. Thanks for watching. I am Phoebe Aguirre-Hugh.
New breeze of revival is here. A week of exposition, miracles, and impactation. Diocese of Abuja Anglican Communion invites you to the